Apple have just announced their Vision Pro headset, and let me just tell you, it's both really exciting, but also a little bit scary. But I'll get to that in another video. Starting off with the tech. I mean, the stuff inside this thing is just really impressive, and with all that's crammed into it, it looks like it's designed to be simple and intuitive. The two main ocular screens that you can spend all your time looking through, get this, have 64 times the pixel density of an iPhone screen, which is basically like having a 4K OLED screen in each eye, or a combined 23 million pixels, a number I just can't even comprehend. This also has a laptop M2 chip and an R1 chip that is dedicated to processing information from the 12 cameras, 5 sensors and 6 microphones, so that content appears in front of your eyes in real time. In numbers, that's 12 milliseconds or 8 times faster than you can blink. I know you just tried blinking really fast, by the way. Of those 12 cameras, 4 of them are actually pointing at you to track your eye movement. Because yes, it learns your eyes or your pupils specifically to unlock itself, and the way you control this thing is by looking at what you want, and then basically your eyes become the cursor, and then you can just use your hands to gesture a click. Right, now for some quickfire. So you can use this to watch movies, play games, search the web, and do office and schoolwork with the addition of Apple's Magic Keyboard. It has spatial audio to simulate surround sound. The 3D camera captures 3D spatial photos and videos that can be viewed back as if you're still there, which could be cool when it comes to sharing videos, as we could share other people's experiences like we never have before. Also, something I think is super cool is the fact that screens or tabs that you can see have presence in the real world by casting shadows on objects like your desk and light glow from around the screen when watching a movie. Finally, some things I'm not really sure about. First off is FaceTime. If you start a FaceTime call while wearing this, then people would see a 3D model of your face created by the internal cameras. Now, while I do think this is quite cool, at the same time, I do kind of find it a little bit unsettling, because let's say everybody in the call has this, then that means that you're not really in a FaceTime call, as you can see nobody's real face. Also, the very front of the headset has another OLED screen, which I guess is an attempt to let other people know if you want to engage in a conversation or not. What I mean by this is that when you want some privacy, you can cloud it over, and when you want to participate in a conversation, it will project an image of your eyes on the screen to show you're engaged, which is cool, but again, it's not your real eyes. Now, Apple promotes this as an all-day device, but I'm not sure how fatigued your eyes will actually get after using this all day, because like any other screen, your eyes are bound to get fatigued at some point. Then there's the weight. Apple hasn't announced this yet, but people have got a hands-on preview of the headset, have said that it would weigh around a pound, or about 450 grams, which is roughly this bag of pasta. Now, this bag of pasta isn't too heavy in your hands, but when it's strapped to the front of your face, after a couple of hours, I think it's going to start giving you a little bit of net fatigue, because it is just constantly going to be pulling you down. Battery is also quite interesting. To save a large amount of weight on the headset itself, you have a cabled battery pack, which lasts for around 2 hours. So if you don't have access to a mains connection, you become a little bit limited on what you can do. On the one hand, there are a lot of movies that are under 2 hours, but there's also quite a lot over. So yeah, it's a little bit shorter time, but I guess to keep the weight down and keep the size of the battery compact, they've gone with a smaller one. Also, my guess is they're going to sell replaceable batteries, like extra battery packs, but that's probably going to be quite expensive on top of the price of the headset. Talking of extra cost, if you're a spectacle wearer like myself, then you're going to need custom lenses made by Zeiss, which have partnered up with Apple, and I'm guaranteeing they're not going to be cheap. And then on price, I'm a little bit torn. It's obviously a premium to pay, and I don't think I would be able to afford it or come close to justifying it. But for those who can, with all that it offers, with 2 dedicated chips, 12 cameras and all the rest, not to mention its premium build made out of glass and other premium materials, I don't actually think it's too bad for the price. Lastly, will this sort of device replace the smartphone? Well, I think future iterations will definitely have SIM slots and be capable of performing the same tasks and more as smartphones, but yeah, time will tell. So if you made it to the end of the video, then I'm kind of guessing that you liked it. So maybe do consider leaving a like, sub if you're not, I would greatly appreciate it. And that's going to be all from me. Bye.